All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man, hope everybody's having a great Thursday. Thursday, man, one day from Friday. Y'all know what's coming on. Okay, I'm gonna save it, guys. But before I get into what I want to talk about in this video, man, I want to say thank you guys. Thank you guys for all you do, all your support. Thank you, you, right there, you. Thank you. Hope everybody's in a good mood, man. I'm actually in a very good mood. I'm actually getting a little QT with the family today, man, which is gonna be amazing. You know, I'm always excited about that and you know, sometimes when you so focused on goals and to accomplish things, sometimes you don't get value that quality time with the people you love like you should. So that's one of my main focuses. I'm going to continue to grind and do what I got to do, but making sure the people around me know I love them, and making sure the people around me understand that, you know, they're first. They come first before all of this, and everything I do is for them. So, but real quick, man, Raptor Nation, you know, I'm really got my eye on this whole Masai Ujiri thing, right? Because it's need to get done. What are we doing here? Still seem like he's running operations. So I'm gonna read this article, and then we're gonna talk about it. All right. Masai Ujiri declined the Raptors' ability to use cap space. There is little wonder why. Let's get this out of the way. Masai Ujiri and his front office has done very well in Toronto. Continue to operate with the intelligence and patience that would make them envy most of the league fan bases. You do not win a championship by accident, nor do you finish in the top 4 of your conference 7 straight years. Even the 2010 Eastern Conference strictly by the way of luck. There's a lot more to Ujiri than well-timed motivational speeches. I agree. There's definitely a lot more to him than that. But you know, when they do all this build-up, you know something about to come. All right. So the disclaimer over. Raptor fans can recall pivotal moves that underpinned that success. Rudy Gay trade, draft night trade, turned Grievous Valquez into picks that would become Norman Powell and OG, which produced Jacob Portal, Pascal Siakam, and technically an undrafted free agent, Fred VanVleet, Kawhi Leonard, and Marc Gasol trade. The reality is that the Raptors have some talent that it seems like they had before Ujiri took over. He shaped the roster masterfully. Ujiri has not been particularly good in free agency, though. Finding value in free agents is the toughest part of roster building, particularly if you're in the non-glamour market. There are not many tenants that routinely attract superstars whose production outpace their maximum value, contract value. All right, hold on. I'm gonna skip over some of the blah blah. This year is a prime example. The Raptors have several options because of flexibility. The premium they placed on flexibility last offseason, largely because they want to keep several avenues open for marquee free agent class that evaporated piece by piece. Once the Raptors wanted to go to the Heat, which seemed obvious at least 24 hours before the free agency opened. Let's see. They declined to use, you know, after the trade, they declined to use their potential space, likely operating in an over-the-cap team with a 6th consecutive offseason, which is not necessarily a mistake. Instead, they played ball with Lowry and the Heat as a signing trade. As of Wednesday evening, nothing was confirmed but veteran Goran Dragic and second-year big man Precious, I ain't pronouncing that last name, and draft compensation. It's not horrible, even if it further emphasized potential over results in the present. So I can read this on and on and on, because this is a lot. But what they're pretty much saying is the Raptors are trying to preserve cap space for free agents, but not getting the free agents, right? And so for one, it's like they're putting the blame on Ujiri. They say he made some good moves, but he's still not delivering in free agency. I don't think that's a Masai Ujiri problem, because it's hard for some reason, and I can't understand this reason, to get free agents to go to Toronto. One, probably because it's out of the country, obviously. Two, the weather. And this is just things, you know, that are often said. And three, probably one of the hardest things is the taxes over there. So all those things make it hard for the Raptors to really attract free agents. But I will say this. I believe once you get there, you don't really want to leave, right? Now, granted, Kawhi came, landed, gone. He was going to leave anyway. It was kind of like it was kind of like a foregone conclusion. But what I will say is we knew that prior, right? But he loved it there so much that he really considered it, because he even went back to Toronto to have that meeting and sit down and try to make it work there, but it just didn't pan out. So the question, one of the things that my whole thing is, I honestly feel like this is not a Masai Ujiri problem. I don't think this can be placed on him. You got to give him credit for all he's done, all the moves and all he make. The only problem I got with Masai Ujiri right now is, my man, get a deal done. You're still operating, you're still doing things for the organization, then sign the deal so you can make it official, so it don't come back later to bite you in the bum. All right? So, it seemed like they're focused on potential, right? They could have took the maybe more safe pick and Jalen Suggs. Nah, we're going to go Scotty Barnes. His upside is more. You know, they did bring back Kim. They have made a few, but nothing substantial besides the pick of Scotty Barnes, and I like the other two picks as well. I actually think they're really, really good picks. So I think the one thing that many Raptors fans are wondering is, what direction are the team going in? Are they going in the direction of, you know what, let's rebuild. Let's reroute this roster, you know, and let's start this thing over? Or are they going in and Pascal is our core, and we're going to build around him to be a contender? Because the East has got hard. It's going to be hard to come out the East. It's going to be hard. So either they're in a rebuild mode, or they're going to build around Siakam. But the fact that, as I put the other day, Siakam has been mentioned in so many trade talk that you feel like they are trying to get away from him. And I say that because, you know, you talk about the Kings trade, talk about the pre-draft, the potential, the Kings trade, the talks pre-draft with Siakam, seem like he's out the door. But the thing is, if they are in rebuild mode, then commit to that. That's the only thing that it seemed like a lack of commitment over at the Rap. Like, it seemed like they're still in limbo. You know, Masai Ujiri still, I'm staying, I'm going. That's fine. But people need to know, sign a dotted line so they can move forward. You know, we rebuild? No, we're not. Come up with that, move forward, right? So, but I will say the lack of free agents is not Masai Ujiri's fault. And the Raptors, I think, I want to say they're going into a rebuild mode right now, but I don't know. So we'll see, man. With that being said, guys, thanks again for watching On the Road. Y'all know I'll be back at you. With that being said, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, you got to be great.